It's always like that, isn't it?
Always like that. Walking into those gates and everything outside on Broadway.
Folks, grab yourself 3 blankets all together. One bolster and 2 blocks. A croissant and a cup of tea. Hey, let's go your dad.
That's what they say. Lose the blankets. All those tests first.
Dude, I was small. I feel like the farther to the left, the bigger.
Okay.
Is everyone okay with a little bit of sage?
Those energies are already here.
It's so good to see you. Hi, Queen.
Thanks. You chose the light spot. You're good over there, Libby and friend. I'm only asking because I didn't bring in. I have like a big dark duvet. Okay, right on that I didn't get to it today. Anyway, hi everybody. Welcome. Lisa, how are you?
Doing well, thank you.
Good. Could I get some names? I'm Beth. I know Libby. When?
It's my restorative teacher.
What's that?
She's my restorative teacher.
Oh, hi. Good for you for coming.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Alice. Hi, Donkey. Hi, John, Marcy, Margie, I'm sorry, Lisa. Tell me again. Hannah, Chris. I know Kim, Grace, and I know Jacqueline. And I'm Beth. Hi. Hi. I'll have you come to a seat first. I know you want to lay down and you're done. Don't you fret. But if you would, friends, I just want to invite you to start out sitting up. I need to be here as much as you guys do, and I need to smudge myself as much as you guys do. And I've had a day of email communications telling me to shut up or else there will be legal action because I happened to post something about a very brutal rape and cover up to that rape.
Years ago.
That happened 10 years ago at this yoga studio here in Denver that I was fired from for asking questions about. And I'm like, wow,
They're coming to you now.
here we are. What's that?
They're coming to you now with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you know, I'm just in a place where I'm just really stumped. I'm really stumped. How do we overcome this? How do we overcome this? I'm really stumped. I'm not only stumped but deeply disturbed at the deep human habit of punching down, of piling on top of the vulnerable, and not finding the courage to punch up, or even to look up, or even try to hold the people accountable who are doing brutal things. And this is just one tiny little window of it, you guys. It's, you know, that particular event was not the end of the world, although it did result in more than a decade of severe mental health problems for someone only 19 years old. By two 35-year-old Princeton graduates with a lot of power in this town. And I'm just not a person who looks away from that. I'm a person who tries to put it all together, because I understand, and I hope you guys understand, I hope we all understand, that we're coming to our mat, we're coming to our practice, at least in part, because we suffer, because we have pain. And if you look at any YTT program, 80% of the people who sign up because they're going through a thing. There's a divorce, there's a job loss, there's back injury, there's severe depression. They're seeking, they're looking for something. And we must not continue to try and force our practice into a small, separate, belly button picking, individualized thing, when we know, and it's core to the practices and all of the teachings, that everything is interconnected. And we can say that when it comes to all the beautiful things, the unicorns, and the glitter, and the mycelium networks, and the currents of the ocean. But when it comes to the difficult things, oh, that's your problem. I just can't let you take care of that on your own. Please, maybe please, together, look at suffering, grieve, have the courage to stand up, face the difficulties of life together, so that people don't feel like, oh, I'm the broken one, it's all me. I'm the one who went and got myself raped because of my skirt. And you know the rest is on it. There's many other examples. So that's where I'm at. I'm just being honest. And I know we'll all get through the end of this hour, 15 minutes, and all of us, including me, will be like above it. Or I think in restorative practice, it's actually more like below it. Honestly, I do. I think we need a little less transcendence and a lot more getting down on the ground together in this reality. And so, yeah, that's what I have to share. As always, we're going to start off with a little song, tiny bit of vinyasa just to get some blood moving, etc. And then, and whatever sort of insights or openings that occur to you in that deep, deep, deep space, please receive it as your own wisdom. And I will do my best to do the same thing. And I'm no different than you. I just happen to be in this role right now. And I'm struggling with all the things like everybody else. And I thank you for being here. Close your eyes, please. Oh, goodness. A number of breaths. Long and slow.
Big inhalation together, friends. Exhale through the mouth. Again, please. Release. You know the song. Inhale. Again. Again. Place your hands on your chest so you can feel your voice vibrate. And here's the song. Not that Om is not the ultimate big Maha song. This is a song about now. Some of you know it. Please just jump right in and sing with me. Otherwise, I'm sure you'll catch on. Now is the time to love someone. That someone is you, by the way. Now is the time to sing. Now is the time to breathe deeply. Now is the time for everything. So we're going to sing that together again. My energy's still a little bit high, so I need to sing a little bit more. Thank you for your patience. Here we go. Now is the time to love someone. Now is the time to sing. Now is the time to breathe deeply. Now is the time for everything. Once more. Now is the time to love someone. Now is the time to sing. Now is the time to breathe deeply. Now is the time for everything. Thank you, friends. Bow your head down. And here is just a little bit of vinyasa for your joints, for your blood, for your mind. Start by putting your hands on your knees and pulling your belly forward, look up. And then when you exhale, take your spine back, lift up your knees and cross one arm over the other. By the way, it's a little less fun if you're sitting up on something. Roll back,
Cross the arms, hold on to opposite knees, tuck your chin. And then inhale. And come forward again. Stretch your throat. Exhale. Opposite arm on top. Really stretch the skin of your back. And keep going there, everyone. Move at the pace of slow breath, big breaths. Thank you for making the floor squeak. I always appreciate that. Even though I wish I could sneak her up on you and be a little more quiet. That's why I stopped wearing like anklets, so you wouldn't hear me walking around so much, even though they're pretty. But then we got the squeaky floor, and that's just how it is. It's an old building. One more time, friends. Back you go. Just taking care of that spine. Inhale, glide back forward, and then, you can appreciate I'm on a hill here because it's an old building. Come forward and
Right, I can't do it in one spot.
I know. This building was flooded, I want to say 11 feet up the wall back in the 1963, but the Platte River flooded this building.
Which is why they made
11 feet
the
up,
whole
which is
thing.
why the floor is wavy, like the river. Okay, move your pelvis around, everybody. Welcome to the body as it is now, to the set of circumstances of now, to the mind now, to the only moment that there really ever is, now. Come to a still point, please, in table pose. Reach back and grab your bolster. Place it in front of you, by about 4 inches in front of your knees. And then on your inhalation, rise up. Okay, back bend a tiny bit. So look up, belly forward, and exhale. Your hips go back to your heels, like child's pose. Turn your head to the right. And rest your left ear on the bolster. Let your hands be heavy on the sacrum. Turn it around and rise up. Lean back. Again, open the lungs, open the ribs. Swan dive. Turn your head to the left. Rest your head. Breathe. Oh, that's so good. One more time, friends, each side. And this is one breath, one movement, okay? So back bend, open, open, open. Exhale, swan dive. Head to the right. And one more time. Come on up. And exhale. Head to the left. Inhale. Come on up. And then exhale. Bring your hands down. Turn child's pose. I'll show you technically restorative child's, but there's lots of options, okay? You don't have to get this fussy. But if you want to, and I find the props really helpful, even though they're a bit fussy to set up. One blanket under your body. If the tops of your feet are tight, you could roll another one and put it under the ankles. Okay, knees a little wide. One block close to your body on the low setting. So the bolster is right up against your belly if possible. One block on the medium setting, further away. You could put the block just on the floor too, that's perfectly fine. Then inhale, lengthen your spine, and then lay your belly and chest out onto the bolster. Okay, forehead can go down on a folded blanket, or you can turn your head to one side. There's some pressure in your tummy, of course in your chest, and the back is free. Can't let you try those blankets instead, just get one.
Thanks.
Just something about, I don't like it with these big thick blankets, but they work well for this.
Okay.
Thank you. There's nothing wrong with giving a little affectionate hug to that bolster and just saying, thank you, bolster, for helping so many people over the years feel and literally be deeply supported. I've told this story about being in such a state after Shirodari treatment. No psilocybin involved at all in this insight. But just getting up off the table and walking around and seeing so clearly that every single object in this space is here to support our living. Every block, every bolster, every t-shirt, every crystal, every piece of art, and by the way, every person. I'll have you raise your hand if you don't wish to be touched during the practice. Thank you for letting your mind really drop in. You're just falling back into a deep, wonderful, verdant sinkhole, full of vines and clear water, sweetness.
नानारत्नविभूषितं मृगमदा भूताङ्कितं चन्दनम् जातिचम्पकबिल्वपत्ररचितं पुष्पं च धूपं तथा दीपं देवदयानिधे पशुपते हृत्कल्पितं गृह्यताम् सौवर्णेन रत्नखण्डरचिते पात्रे घृतं पायसम् भक्ष्यं पञ्चविधं पयोदधियुतं ब्रह्मफलं पानकम्
If this becomes uncomfortable on your legs, I
शाकानामयकम्
want you to know you can always come out of it. Just put the bolster down and lay your belly right on top, like so. This is an option for those of you who have knees or ankles or something, hip joints even, that are not loving it. You still get pressure in your belly and a free back. If you're good, we'll be here for another couple minutes.
छत्रं चामरयोयुगं भजनितं चादर्शकं निर्मलम् वीणावेणुगोवनकला गीतं च नृत्यं तथा साष्टाङ्गं प्रणतिः स्तुतिर्बहुविधा एतत् समस्तं मया सङ्कल्पेन समर्पितं तव विभो पूजां ग्रहाण प्रभो आत्मा त्वं गिरिजामते सहचरा प्राणाः शरीरं ग्रहम् पूजा ते विषयोपभोगरचना निद्रा समाधिस्थितिः सञ्चारः पदयोः प्रदक्षिणविधिः स्तोत्राणि सर्वागयो यत्तत्कर्म करोमि तत् अखिलम् शम्भो भवाराधनम् करचरणकृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनैर्निजं वा मानसं वापराधम् विहितमविहितं वा सर्वमेतच्छमस्व जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शम्भो
invited to turn your head the other direction. But you don't have to. I want you to take a few more breaths and deliberately send them into your kidney area. In particular, the top of your kidneys, where you have the little adrenal glands hanging out. Maybe overworking, more than likely. And then when you're ready, friends, slowly come back up to table pose. You could leave the blocks there, or you could move them to either side of your mat. Which is, why don't we just go ahead and do that, and then I'll bring you an extra block if you need it, okay? From here, just have you turn yourself around so you're seated, and you're gonna lay back on the bolster. Your head will be over this direction. And we'll go Supta Baddha Konasana, supported, just the yummiest classic restorative posture. Okay, so blocks under your legs, sharp side, doubled side down on the floor. And then you lay on back and you lift and tuck your tailbone. And maybe you roll a blanket under your neck. You're welcome to do that. Maybe it's too hot to have that much pressure and you'd like some airflow under your neck. But take your arms out to the side and just receive the spinal support. And of course, the related lung opening, heart opening, arm opening, breath opening, liver opening, spleen opening, all that good stuff. Okay, now your butt is on the mat. So if you need to come out of that a moment and move the bolster more towards your head, please do, and tuck your tailbone so your lumbar spine isn't overly arched. And once you're comfortable or comfortable enough, all together, please draw in a great big inhalation through the nose. And then an open mouth exhalation. And really squeeze it all.
Do that again, please. Inhale through the low belly first, and then your lungs get wide, and then your collarbones lift at the end, and you hold the breath just momentarily at the top, and you feel that fullness, that internal pressure, and then you blow it out your mouth, and you empty the body, empty, empty, empty. And then you repeat, low belly first. Ribs get wide, collarbones rise up towards the chin. And again, there's some breath retention, but now we add a visualization of light, whitish silvery light, filling up the entire bodily space, about the shape of your body. And then you exhale and blow it out your mouth. And we do that one more time. Inhale, low belly, ribs, collarbones. You hold the breath, and you visualize the entire body filled with light, especially the heart center. And you receive the buildup of internal pressure. It's fine. You blow it out your mouth whenever you are ready. You're welcome to repeat that if you wish. Or just let go any efforting and rest. Yourself about 3 or 4 more breaths right here. And if you're up for it, make them the deep summertime cooling breath, Shitali. Where you make a little circle with your tongue and stick it out like a straw and breathe in and out slowly through the mouth. And draw some cool air over your tongue. Let it descend and spread around. When you feel ready, keep your feet on the floor and just extend them away from your head. And reach your arms overhead. Give yourself a great big stretch right there. Just gonna catch it here. And then roll to your left side and come all bolster. Grab a blankie for your pillow. And just lay there for a moment. Keep the bolster up against your back body. And in fact, kind of lean back into the bolster a little bit or reach back and pull it towards you or something. So you continue to register some support from behind. Let's see, and then we're not going to be here for very long, everyone. Just hang out on your side for a moment and let gravity pull on your bones, on your organs, on blood. Just send a couple of breaths into your bolster as a way just of acknowledging that you have some support in your life. Okay, friends. Here's kind of the hard part. I'm going to have you sit up and face this direction. Meaning the back, facing the back. To Sukhasana, simple Sukhasana. And this is how we're going to finish. You're going to be
sitting in a simple seated cross-legged position facing this direction. You're going to take 2 blocks and put them together on their medium setting and put them adjacent to your left knee. You're going to have one other blanket, and essentially the way it came off the shelf, which is like so. And that's going on top of those 2 blocks to the left of your left knee. Okay, and many of you know that you're welcome to go right into it if you're anticipating where we're going. This is a twist and an inversion at the same time. Excuse me. Oh, never mind. Just have to do that. Bridge. When I lay down, I'm going to make sure that this is to the left of my left leg. I'm going to come on up here, pull the bolster underneath my body, under the widest part of my butt, not under my sacrum, which is higher. And move my hips to the right. Draw the knees up. This is pretty much 90-degree angles. I'll have one other blanket between my knees, maybe. And then I'll rest my shins on the bolster block, chest up, head to the right. And there you have it, inversion twist. I'll say it again. The blanket and blocks are to the left of your left knee. You lay down in bridge. And you push it to your feet and lift your pelvis up. And then you pull the bolster underneath the widest part of your butt, perpendicular to the length of the mat. And then you move your hips to the right, about 6 inches. And then you draw your knees up, and you take your legs to the left, keep your chest facing up, arms out. Your shins come to the blanket block. Maybe there's another blanket between your knees. And you're in an inversion and a twist at the same time. And I just want to say this should be comfortable. If it is not comfortable, raise your hand and I'll come over and we'll make some adjustments and figure it out. Let's bring this one over here. And let your head turn to the right. If it will do that comfortably, it's okay. If it doesn't, you can look upwards towards the sky. But your lower body is traveling to your left. Your upper body is neutral or maybe slightly looking to the right. Again, it should be supported, comfortable, and I hope that you can feel so clearly that there's a bunch of blood flow coming into your upper body. Just passively into your upper body. And slowly. There we go. That must be short because I can't even get to these blocks. Nice over there. You just just a little person, so it's fine. Yeah. If you need them anywhere, put them right here. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right. Give some light in your spine.
Yeah.
You get about 10% softer in your cranium. A little bit more water balloonish. Give it just one more minute here. Breaths. Stay kind of lazy. And let your first or right leg come back to the floor. And that'll kind of pull your hips back to the center. They just sort of roll out naturally. And when you get there, put your hips back in the middle of the bolster. And either stay there with bent knees, or you can try extending your legs out and stretching the heck out of your low belly. Your psoas muscles. This is a shorter hold, just long enough for me to go around the room and switch across the room. Lovely opportunity to send some breath way down deep into your low belly. Really get that diaphragm muscle moving for at least 2-3 breaths.
slide your hips to the left.
At least 6 inches. Maybe a little more. And then draw your legs up towards your chest. And on your exhalation, let them softly fall to the right. And maybe toss a blanket there between your knees. I hope you can feel a kind of fullness in your upper chest, in your head. And your beautiful heart and soul. stretch that brain. And then lazily draw your right leg right back down to the earth. And that will generate its own momentum to come on back. And when you get there, feet on the earth. Keep it super simple, friends. Lift your pelvis and push or roll the bolster down under your knees. And maybe place a blanket on your belly for shavasana, or over your body, or whatever feels good. I'm sorry, I do need to have you do one more thing. It's just sort of my practice after twists, and I forgot about it. Before your final rest, just draw your knees up towards your chest and give yourself a slight roll and massage of your low back against the floor. Moving your knees back and forth and just kind of reorganizing the relationship of the sacrum to back and pelvis. And then extend your legs and drop the weight of your body down. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And blow it out your nose. Your mouth. I'm sorry, your mouth. Get real empty. Inhale again for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Last one. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Enjoy your rest.
invite you to lift your belly, just kind of arch your back a little with an inhalation. Let it rise and expand. And when you exhale, let the low back drop down to the floor. And then experiment a little with rolling your head very slowly, side to side. And massaging your back brain. Inviting the sensations to just flow through your entire cranium. A message of gravity, belonging, of being held. Toes will spread, hands will stir. And eventually there's big inhalation right there. Roll onto your right side this time. Hang out there for another 4 or 5 breaths. Thank you to our Mother Earth for taking our sorrow, bearing our weight, nourishing our bodies, recycling our poison, giving life to everyone and everything that we know. Please rise. I hope your experience is something akin to being like this dense, dry, hard ground that is suddenly fluffy and full of life. Because you made space for your breath, for your joints, for your difficulties. And you came back home to yourself and you go, oh yeah, there I am, here I am, right here, right now. So I'm going to ask us to finish in a slightly unusual way, although I bet you know it. Bring your hands together. Rub them together, generate some heat. This is a little more common in Nidra practice, but once we have some heat in our palms, bless you, we're going to put our hands over our eyes, take a big breath in, and as we bow forward, we'll chant Om together. Inhale. You just let your eyes drop forward into the warmth of your hands. Sorry to keep you a little bit over time. Sorry, not
I
sorry.
wouldn't expect anything less.
And sure enough, I feel better. I hope you all feel better. Thanks for coming in, and come back tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. I'll be here.